Imagine a New York City subway car, a symbol of urban life, clattering through dark tunnels beneath the city, carrying millions of people to work, home, and everywhere in between. For decades, these subway cars were the lifeblood of New York, their steel bodies echoing with the stories of generations. But what happens when their time above ground comes to an end? Now picture that same subway car resting silently 200 feet beneath the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, far from the bustling city it once served. It's an image that feels almost surreal, a piece of the city's heart, now lying on the ocean floor. Over 1,000 of these steel giants, once weaving through the city's veins, have found a new and unexpected purpose as underwater habitats. They form a sprawling artificial reef, stretching along the coast, transforming the ocean's landscape in ways few could have imagined. Between 2001 and 2010, the New York City Transit Authority embarked on a unique and ambitious recycling project. Instead of sending these retired subway cars to scrapyards, they launched a massive operation to give them a second life, one that would benefit not just the city, but the ocean itself. Rather than letting these icons of urban transit rust away in forgotten lots, the city chose to transform them into thriving marine ecosystems. The subway cars, stripped of their seats and windows, became the foundation for new underwater communities. The aging redbirds, once costly to maintain and outdated for modern transit, were carefully cleaned and prepared, then lifted by cranes and loaded onto barges. Their final journey took them out to sea, where they were gently lowered to the ocean floor, creating an underwater city for marine life to flourish. This project turned what could have been urban decay into a marine treasure, showcasing human ingenuity and the power of creative thinking. The subway cars, once filled with commuters, now teem with sea creatures, fish darting through open doors, crabs crawling across the steel floors, and corals slowly taking hold. The journey from Manhattan's dark tunnels to the mysterious depths of the ocean is a remarkable tale of decay and rebirth. It's a story that bridges two worlds, one of concrete and steel, the other of saltwater and sand. It's about seeing potential in what was once considered junk and reimagining the future for things left behind. The transformation of these subway cars is a reminder that even the most unlikely objects can find new meaning and value. Today, these subway cars serve as homes for fish, crabs, and countless other marine creatures. They provide shelter, breeding grounds, and protection, helping to restore marine populations and support biodiversity along the coast. In the end, these sunken subway cars stand as a testament to finding opportunity in the most unexpected places. A powerful example of how innovation can turn yesterday's relics into tomorrow's treasures, deep beneath the waves. Why would anyone sink subway cars to the bottom of the ocean? At first glance, it sounds like a strange idea, almost like a scene from a science fiction movie. But there's a fascinating logic behind it, rooted in both necessity and ingenuity. The answer lies in their sheer abundance and unique suitability for a second life beneath the waves. When the MTA upgraded its fleet, thousands of old subway cars were suddenly obsolete, lined up in yards with nowhere to go. The question became, what do you do with so many massive steel giants? Scrapping them was expensive and labor-intensive, and landfills were already overflowing. But their size, weight, and sturdy construction made them perfect candidates for a new purpose as artificial reefs. Each subway car, essentially a durable steel box, could withstand the relentless push and pull of ocean currents, providing a stable foundation on the seafloor. Their open windows and doorways became instant sanctuaries for fish, crabs, and other marine life, offering shelter and protection from predators. Made primarily of stainless steel, these cars were far safer for the environment than many other discarded materials. Before being sunk, they were carefully cleaned and stripped of any hazardous substances, ensuring they wouldn't pollute the ocean. The steel's slow, controlled corrosion meant that these artificial reefs would last for decades, gradually breaking down while still providing a home for marine organisms. Instead of rusting away in a landfill, these subway cars found redemption underwater, solving a disposal headache and creating vibrant new ecosystems teeming with life. The MTA saved millions of dollars in disposal costs, while the ocean gained miles of new habitat for fish, coral, and countless other species. What began as a practical solution to a logistical problem became a brilliant example of creative reuse, transforming industrial waste into an environmental asset. Over time, the cars became complex underwater apartments, attracting not just fish but also lobsters, sea turtles, and even rare species seeking refuge. This innovative partnership between transit authorities and marine biologists was groundbreaking, setting a precedent for how cities can tackle waste while benefiting the environment. The project became a living laboratory, demonstrating the power of creative problem-solving and the unexpected ways we can give new life to old things. In the end, these rusty relics found redemption, proving that sometimes the best solutions are the ones that benefit both people and the planet. Before these subway cars could begin their new lives as underwater habitats, they had to undergo a complete transformation. What once carried thousands of commuters through bustling city tunnels was about to become a sanctuary for marine life. But first, every inch of these cars needed to be meticulously prepared for their next chapter. The process began with a rigorous, multi-step cleaning operation. Teams of workers outfitted in protective gear tackled years of accumulated dirt, oil, and debris. Every surface was scrubbed, every corner inspected. Decades of grime, graffiti, and even hazardous materials like asbestos and lead paint had to be carefully removed. This wasn't just about making the cars look clean, it was about ensuring they were safe for the ocean environment. Specialized crews removed anything that could pose a risk to marine ecosystems. Environmental safety inspectors checked and double-checked every step, making sure nothing harmful was left behind. The goal was a clean, safe habitat, not a toxic dump. Seats, windows, flooring, and any plastic or rubber components were stripped away, leaving behind only the bare steel shell. This ensured that nothing would break down or pollute the water over time. High-pressure steam and environmentally safe detergents were used to clean every nook and cranny. Even the smallest crevices were blasted clean, removing residues that could harm sea life. This painstaking process ensured that no pollutants or toxins would leach into the ocean once the cars were submerged. The result was a pristine shell, ready to become a new home for fish, coral, and other marine creatures. Throughout the entire operation, environmental agencies maintained strict oversight. Inspectors monitored the cleaning, removal, and disposal of hazardous materials, ensuring compliance with all regulations. Once the subway cars were certified clean and safe, they were carefully loaded onto flatbed trucks using heavy cranes. This marked the beginning of their journey from city streets to the open sea. At the industrial ports, the cars lined up awaiting transport to their final destination. Each one represented countless hours of preparation and teamwork. The scale of the operation was immense. Dozens of workers coordinated efforts across multiple sites, ensuring every car met the highest standards for environmental safety. It took countless hours of labor, dedication, and expertise to transform these subway cars from urban relics into clean, safe marine habitats. Every worker played a vital role in this ambitious project. In the end, the gleaming, stripped-down shells stood as a testament to the care and commitment behind this remarkable transformation, ready to begin their new lives beneath the waves. With cars cleaned and ready, their final journey began. From ports, cranes loaded them onto barges for ocean transport. Tugboats towed them to selected reef sites along the Atlantic coast. The sinking process was dramatic, with cars creating underwater habitats. They settled on the ocean floor, forming complex structures for marine life. Over a decade, over 2,500 cars transformed barren seabeds into thriving reefs, a masterclass in heavy-duty transportation and ecological innovation. The goal was simple: provide structure for marine life. The ocean floor is often a flat, featureless desert. Structures like subway cars offer shelter and surfaces for growth. These cars became prefabricated apartments for fish and crabs. The project aimed to boost fish populations and enhance biodiversity. More habitat meant more fish, benefiting fisheries and ecosystems. The cars quickly became living reefs, attracting diverse marine life. Mussels, barnacles, and sponges colonized the cars, creating a vibrant ecosystem. The project was a deliberate attempt to engineer a new environment, a catalyst for an entire food web, transforming empty ocean into a bustling metropolis. The transformation was swift and remarkable. Crabs and lobsters moved in almost immediately. Algae and hydroids covered the steel surfaces within weeks. Schools of fish found refuge, attracting larger predators. Black sea bass and tautog thrived in the new habitats. The project was a stunning success for fish populations. Divers described the surreal beauty of transformed subway cars. Covered in marine life, they became living reefs. Fishermen found new, productive fishing grounds. The project boosted fish populations and coastal economies. A disposal problem became a valuable resource. One man's trash became another fish's treasure. Despite success, the project faced challenges and controversies. Environmental concerns about pollution and asbestos were raised. Strict protocols ensured safe asbestos removal. Durability concerns arose with older carbon steel cars. Some cars corroded faster than expected but still provided habitat. Newer subway cars were less suitable due to plastic components. The project ended as suitable cars ran out. Debates on recycling versus reefing highlighted complex trade-offs. The project raised important questions about environmental responsibility. The subway sinking project ended in 2010. Over 2,500 cars had been transformed into reefs. The MTA ran out of suitable cars for the project. Newer models were unsuitable due to non-metal components. The project solved disposal issues and created thriving reefs. The legacy continues as reefs evolve and support marine life. They serve as a living laboratory for marine biologists. Popular with divers and fishermen, they are a unique monument. The project was a successful, creative solution to a disposal problem. The project taught valuable lessons in repurposing and problem-solving. It showed industrial waste could become an environmental asset. The project provided insights into effective artificial reef design. Clean, stable structures are essential for successful reefs. The public was captivated by the idea of subway cars as reefs. It raised awareness about waste disposal and marine habitats. The project was a qualified success, creating thriving ecosystems. It highlighted the potential for creative environmental solutions. Our relationship with the environment can be a two-way street, a powerful example of turning a problem into a solution.